What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Guns N' Rust. All right, guys. Today I'm going to show you the shotguns that I own in my gun collection. Now, before I start the video, right, I would like to tell you guys that I've been gone for a while. I had some situations with the ATF, and I was in jail for a year. No, I'm joking. Right, no. So I've been taking care of business. I bought a house, taking care of the family. Just like every husband, every father, should do, take care of the family and take care of business, okay? But I'm back, I've been doing a couple of videos here and there, but today we're going to go through my shotguns only to don't make this video that long. The first shotgun that we're gonna talk about is my SDS Links Imports. This is the SDS Links X12, all right? This one, it came with the synthetic plastic and synthetic handguard. I've been replacing things here and there, Bostock, classic Bostock from Maple on grip. For this one is an AK-47. Since it's a AK-47 pretty much, but in 12 gauge, okay? In addition, right, I always forget about the brand of these magazines, but you can go through my channel and scroll down my videos and find the brand of this magazine right here, which is the one that actually worked for this guy. All right, these magazines are tight. I know it's rattling a little bit because it's empty and it's made of metal, right? It has a follower inside too. But I'm telling you, these are excellent magazines for this gun, and it's the only magazine that is not gonna have a malfunction on this gun. Okay. So I changed the handguard, put some rails on it, classic Bostock, Maple grip, of course that magazine, another foregrip in the front from Maple, and here I have a hand stopper, which this one was from my Scorpion that I'm not using it anymore. Here I have a small, I think this one is like 500 lumens. That one is a string light that I attached with a mount. It works perfectly. You don't need no other functions. You just press and boom, right? Here in the top I have an AT3. This one is not an expensive red dot sight. This thing has been with me for a while, man. And this thing only seen shotguns, since it's been mounted on shotguns only. Okay, I have it on my BP12. I have it on my Remington A300, and I had it on this one, and I shot a lot of rounds to this bad boy right here. Okay, so I hope you guys like this thing. In addition, right? Well, actually, right? Let's do it right. I check all my guns. All my guns are empty. I check one by one before I even start the video. Okay, magazines are empty too. This is just for a demonstration. Okay, so you guys see here. It's empty. So I made a small cut here in the safety, right? I know this gun from factory. Let me run the magazine. So I know this gun from factory. It comes with a button right here. You guys can see it right there, where you can lock the bolt to the rear. Boom. Right? I don't know if it was by accident or what, but one day, I don't remember what happened. Put my finger through the chamber, and that bolt came forward. I almost lost my finger. Yes, really bad. So I saw that that they start selling this these safeties with the cut right here where you can grab the charging handle. So I did the same thing. No reason to purchase another one. I just made the cut with the Dremel, came out pretty good, right? And there you go, it locks in there. So I don't use this button anymore. Let me release this thing. So what I do is I lock it to the rear, put the magazine on, and let it go. Pretty cool, huh? It's not a science, right? In addition, this thing have a mount here for a red dot sight or a scope. I do have the mount, but I prefer just simplicity and the red dot sight on the top. Okay. In addition, you can co-witness from the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see. Right there. Yeah, that's the side right here. You can co-witness from the bottom, and you have a small window here so you can see everything, right? Since I don't want to put more crazy stuff on it. It looks simple, It doesn't look too much stuff. It doesn't look stressful. And there you go. This thing is fun to shoot. I'm telling you. I put several rounds on this thing, and I've been in the range with friends, and they like it. They like it. We had a blast. Like, we put everything through this thing: buck shots, bird shots, mixed buck shot with slugs, and different sizes too. And except for mini shells, and we'll take anything that you put in there. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Let's go to this one right here. So this one actually, let me see. Yep, this was my second shotgun. So this one is a Panzer Arms BP12. This one is made in Turkey. This is not a suppressor. This is just a cover, kind of like a heat shield, just to hold the handguard and everything in place too. But it looks very cool. So it's a 12 gauge. Have a crimson trace, not that expensive, and a crimson trace red dot sight. You know, it's a shotgun, point and shoot. What can I say about that? So you can put AR magazine, AR grips on it. I have a full grip from Macro 2 in here. It takes 5 rounds, 10 rounds, and I have a drum for 20 rounds too. The cheek rest is adjustable too. All you have to do is loosen here, up and down, and also I put a link saber. But let me tell you something about this gun. This gun doesn't kick that much. I don't know why, because of the spring or, you know, the way it is built, but it's not that bad. Okay, the kick on this shotgun is not that bad. So I did have a lot of problems at the beginning with this shotgun, right? A lot of problems. So the bolt crack, one of the pieces came loose and scratched all the upper receiver on it. So I contacted the company, Panzer Arms USA, and they sent me the part. They offered me, hey, you can send the gun or you can send the parts. I was like, no, I know what parts are bad. So send me the parts, and they sent me the upgraded bolt. You guys can see that thing is like almost chrome. And I think this hole right here and the other side was too close from the lip, and you know, it make a crack, something like that. But same thing as a Lynx. I've been putting a lot of rounds of this thing, and this thing is fire, man. You know, I know, you know, I paid for this over $500. Now that you can find them for like $200-300, very cheap, almost $300, a little bit more maybe. So following up, we're gonna follow up with my Remington A300. This is what I call a tonka of the shotguns, man. This thing is made of metal, all metal. There's no aluminum on this, except for the furniture on it. Okay, so painted painted with Duracoat inside and outside, meaning inside the tube, inside the receiver, and outside. Okay, so this one came with a 24 or 28 inches barrel, right? Empty barrel, and I decided to go with a short one. So this one is an 18.5, right? It has a badass +2 magazine here. In addition, I got this Picatinny rail body style from AIM, tactical or whatever it is, and it looks cool. You know what I mean? At the beginning, I was like, man, it looks like a lot, but it's actually not, right? It's you can put sights. I mean, in this setup, I have flipper sights that go with the small red dot sight, right? But you know, you can put lower sights, just like an AR style, you know. And I put adapted a Picatinny rail here from the inside with screws. It's well bolted in there. It's not gonna come out on this forearm. Okay, so in addition, you know, this is a set that comes together. This is the Archangel from Pro Mag. I already broke a long time ago, the first day, I think, trying to remove the cheek rest. Broke the plastic, but everything else is solid, man. This thing, and I don't treat this thing like I mean, you guys can see there's a bunch of scratches on it. I don't throw it like a princess, okay? This thing, I take it to a wrench, shoot it, throw it in the car. All right, so, no. What else I can say? Have a short fire. No, this one is not a short fire. This is a string light on here, same thing, same deal. You know, you can press from here. No reason to upgrade. Emboss sights. It coordinates with, I think this one is a 0.75 riser for the red sight. And it coordinates perfectly through the glass of the red sight. Boom, right there. Okay. In addition, you know, have a third one too under the bottom, under the mount. It has the bit in the front. You can see that bit through the bottom. But I'm not gonna use that unless everything else is already hooked up. Okay. So it's a nice shotgun. I love this shotgun. I don't see me getting rid of this shotgun ever. The only thing, you know, that I will upgrade on this gun right now is the not the ejector. Yes, the ejector here. This one. There's a guy that made one. I think it's Sully or something. I don't remember the name. So I got it on my phone. So pretty much you don't use that anymore. So now he made something with screws. All right, that you can, you know, once you remove this one, you can swap it out real quick. Just put the screws and ready to go. All right, so that's the only default on this gun, right? On any gun, you know, the ejector brakes, but it's a little harder. Not impossible, but a little harder to change it. Other than that, you know, it's a fantastic shotgun. So I have, how many? I don't remember, 6 or 7 in the tube. Don't take my word for sure. Don't remember exactly right now. 6 or 7 and 1 in the chamber. Okay, it looks cool. You know, it looks tough. It looks scary. Boom. Okay, so there you go. Remington A300. So next one. All right. So next one is my Benelli Supernova. This one is a tactical version, right, from the Benelli. I bought this one in a military base, I think. I don't remember. Anyways, it wasn't that expensive. I think this was more expensive than the shotgun. So this one is a plastic bus stock. Make it look cooler and adaptable and shorter, and you can extend it and actually, you know, have this bump right here where you can rest your cheek. Pretty cool. It looks cool and feels cool. Okay, this is a great shotgun, great shotgun, and it's not as expensive shotgun. Okay, this one you use 2 3/4, 3 inches, and 3.5 inches shells, right? But I did discover, right? I did a test with the mini shells from Aguila, and they fit, they shoot, and they extract. Okay, so very reliable. Of course, you know, I saw another guy doing the same thing, but he was like very soft, man. I was like, man, if you're gonna do it that soft, you're gonna rack the gun that soft, even with a freaking 2 3/4, 3 inches, and 3.5, right? It's gonna get stuck in the chamber, or it's not gonna eject how it's supposed to. You have to do it like a man, you know. And that thing is gonna fly out. Like I said, it's a really nice shotgun. I love this shotgun, you know, because it has here, you can press this button, eject the round, put another, let's say you're shooting buckshots, and you have a buckshot already in the chamber, you want to eject that buckshot, right? Or you don't have anything, or you already shoot and you want to eject that one, right? But you don't want the other round to come forward, come up to the chamber, so just spray here, right? Pull it back when you pull the other round through the ejection port and push it forward. So the other round, if you press here, pretty much the other round is not gonna load up, okay, on the chamber. So it has some gold rings. A couple of days ago, I ordered this 1/2 inch riser for the red dot. You guys can see now you can co-witness from the bottom, right? I wanted to co-witness this gun, right? I still looking for the perfect co-witness, right? Which will be pretty much, right? I haven't seen it yet, but you guys can point me to the right direction, right? Because the M2 and the M3, I don't know if the top portion is the same, right? But what I want pretty much is what I want for my other shotgun that I'm gonna show you guys next, right? Which is the saddle, right? But not with a Picatinny rail, with a mount ready for the RMR sight. So once you put it in there, it's gonna co-witness everything perfectly with the ghost rings sights, okay? Which, you know, it's gonna be way better because everything's gonna be aligned how it's supposed to be. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. I mean, I'm happy with it, you know. I mean, there's no reason to spend more money on it, but it will look like more low profile. Okay, there you go. I still need to order the clamp from here, right? Nothing that is gonna affect the function because that thing is like very solid in there, but I need the clamp. So moving on. So the next one is my Beretta. This one is the A300 Ultima Patrol. Okay, this one is the LE version. You guys can see it's empty. This one is a semi-automatic shotgun, so you don't have to pump it. And I can tell you guys, this thing is really nice, really nice, right? Of course, it's chambered on 12 gauge. You have fiber optic in the front, and the ghost rings in the rear. You guys can see it right there. And also I put a chisel boss stock. All right. As right now, this is the best boss stock that you can find for your shotgun in the market. I believe that. All right. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna go through it real quick. But let's talk about the gun real quick. So this one is pretty much a step down from the 1301. Okay, if a step down, maybe a half step down. It's almost the same thing, right? The only difference, right, is that this one have the recoil tube right here, right, and the boss stock attached in the back to that tube because it have like a bolt at the end. Okay, so the 1301 doesn't have that. The 1301 is right here. Okay, you can eliminate all of this right here. So pretty much you can have the same chisel boss stock, but the 1301 you're gonna be able to fold it. So you can put a foldable chisel stock on. Okay, nothing that is gonna affect too much, you know, because it's a plus, you know, but I rarely fold my stocks, you know what I mean? One, if I put in a bag, I have a bag like I can fit 3 guns in a line. If I fold it, it's gonna be more bulky. So pretty much I prefer a long bag than a short bag. Plus, if you fold this thing, it's not gonna make it that short. You know what I mean? It will be folding right here. So it will eliminate this right here, folded to the front. So I mean, a shotgun, I'm not gonna shoot it folded. I prefer, you know, have the backup of my shoulders. Okay. So, anyways, one thing that I want to put out to, if you're looking for online for this shotgun, right? Some of the descriptions are gonna say 18 and a half. There's no 18 and a half inches. Okay. This shotgun in particular only comes in 19 inches, and I think 14. Not take my word for sure, right? But you're gonna need it's an NFA item, so you know you're gonna have to pay for a stamp. So for the 18 and 19, it's only 19. Okay, if you don't believe me, I ordered this one as a LE law enforcement shotgun, and it says 18 and a half, right? When I went back online and I asked Google if the Beretta A300 comes in 18 and a half inches, says no. it's been misspelled or misinformation on there, but it's not, it's not 18 and a half, it's 19 inches. Okay, so which I'm happy that it's not 18 and a half, because imagine if this was 18 and a half, it will be, the magazine in the bottom will be longer than the top. And right now it's like less than a quarter inch extended to the front, which that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, yeah. In addition, you know, have the both QDs here. This comes with the shotgun. The forearm guard, right? It's very, the texture is very aggressive, so I like it. You know, you don't have to pump this thing, but it's very aggressive. So when you shoot in this thing and you grab it how it's supposed to be, it's not gonna come out of your hands. In addition, comes with a card, a Velcro card that you can find the Velcro shell holders and just stick it in there. Okay, so talking about that, I was thinking on getting, because you can take this mount for this red dot side, you can take it off. Once you remove the red dot, there's two bolts right here, one here and one under, that goes like this, and you can remove all that, or you can just leave it in there just like that. Right, that doesn't affect anything once you remove the red dot side. So the Mesa Tactical one is just like this one right here. That's an example, right, with 6 shirt holders. Everything looks the same, except that it's not gonna have Picatinny rail in the top. It's gonna be smooth like this, and in the front it's gonna have the base just like this to mount our armor red dot side, our armor footprint. Okay, so eliminate all this right here that is not gonna be in use, since you already have the side mount on it. Okay, unless you're gonna put a scope and you're gonna lose the co-witnessing, I recommend, you know, just to get the mount. Actually, you can get the mount too without the saddle on the side. So you can get the mount only, eliminating the Picatinny rail, and get this with a Velcro, right? So you can attach it, and if you're gonna put it away in a bag or something, you can take it off, so it's not gonna be that bulky. Or you can buy the mount with the saddle attached, just like this one, but not Picatinny rail, just a mount. Okay, but as right now, you know, I'm very happy how it looks like. I mean, it looks simple. It doesn't look too much stuff. I mean, I'm probably gonna get. I'm gonna try how the Velcro works, right? If the Velcro works pretty good, I don't see no reason to get extra stuff on it. Okay. So it's a 7+1. It's a 7+1. You can, you see right here, right there, that's Allen key that you put through there. You can lose it, take it off just like a bolt, and swap it out to the other side. So the QD, 2 QDs, like I say, in the front. It comes with a red dot, a red fiber optic in the front. I already changed mine for a green. I have some extra ones for high base sights that I have laying around. So this light is gonna be upgraded. This is generation 2. I'm gonna have to get the Inforce generation 3. Not right now, right away, but it's gonna be upgraded, because this one is from my AK-47. Okay. I decided to go with the Holosun, right? I don't want to put anything huge in there, right? And plus, you know, it's kind of like the same style. You know what I mean? It's not taking it like, I like it how it looks right now. You know, it looks smooth. You know, so this one is a 507 HS 507 Charlie X2. So this one is red, but it has a circle, the circle with the cross in the middle, and the dot. Okay, it looks cool. You know, during the day, you can pick up the green in the front, bright, very bright, and you can pick the circle. So pretty much you will see that green dot in the middle of the circle and the red dot side. Okay, and everything coordinates perfectly. You guys can see with this mount, this thing going right there. Yeah, going is perfect. So it's nice. So the chisel stock, you can mount your own grips, right? One recommendation that I want to make before, right? Because the difference between the 1301 and the Alpha 300, right? So you guys can see, right? I'm gonna put this shotgun straight. You guys can see the angle where that grip is being mounted, right? So let's say in a regular AK-40, in a regular AR-15, this grip will be more angled this way, right? But here, the mount is not straight. So I have the capability to put the grip down a little bit and put a more angle, just like the X2, I believe, from MacBook. Okay, so it's cool. I like it, but at the same time, if you ordering this and ordering a separate, this one comes with the bus cup, right? But if you like, I don't like that MacBook stuff. I'm gonna get my own grips, right? Don't get it till you get the shotgun, okay? If you have this, the type of grip that you want in another AR style rifle, and you want to mount it here to see how comfortable it is, do it first, right? And then figure out if you want to order another one for this one, okay? But first, you know, receive this one, use this one first, and then try others, right? Without pulling the trigger and make a purchase, okay? Because if you get the one that is more angled to the front, all right, since this is already angled, right, it's gonna look not straight, it's gonna look a little bit like this, the positive way, okay? So that's not the problem. I'm not saying it's a problem they made it this way, but for the 1301, right, this, for the 1301 chisel, it's straight. It's not angled like this one. It's the one that is straight. All right. I'm happy with this setup right now. No reason to change it. I love MacBook. I mean, I have MacBook in most of my guns, so love it. Same thing with the forearm, right? This one from Beretta, it looks heavy. The only thing that I'm gonna get is the heat shield in the top, right? So to avoid any third-degree burns, okay? But talking about a little bit more about the boss stock. So not right now. What's
Mama said I can have one.
Okay, I bought it to you. I'm making a video, Mama. Bye. So, talking a little bit more about the grip, the boss stock, right? This thing is fully adjustable, right? It has the cheek rest right here. It comes with a pad that you can attach it, or if you don't like to attach it, don't attach it, right? So I believe this one is made of metal or aluminum, but the whole thing is made of aluminum, okay? Here, the rubber is very soft, right? You can remove this whole pad right here with this mount. Only remove those two screws. Once you remove that, there's two screws in the bottom, right? I'm pretty sure you guys can see it from there, right there, right? That you can level this up or down. So you can adjust it up and down according to your shoulder. Okay, same thing with the extension. You can remove this pad right here with these two screws. There's two screws in the top, right, where you can disattach it, right, and remove it to the rear or remove it to the front and adjust it. Same thing with the height on the cheek rest. You can go up or you can go a little bit angled, a little bit down, however you want. This thing is like fully customized, and I love it, man. This thing is nice, right? Really nice, really nice. So I'm gonna keep looking because I believe there's another type of mount that goes in here that you can put another saddle here. So if that is the case, man, I prefer to have it in the back than in the front. But there you go. So this one is a Beretta A300 Ultima Patrol. So really nice. I'm very excited. I haven't shot it yet. I want to go to the range probably tomorrow. I seen this thing that is shoots really fast, man. I'm very excited. Of course, I have to test it first. I like to have a shotgun for home defense, and this will be once I test it, you know, because I mean I can see all day reviews about this shotgun saying that it's magnific, wonderful, and it shots and it's very reliable. But at the end of the day, you know, you have to test your own. So that is my my couple of shotguns, you know, that I have in my collection. It's actually 5. So I'm thinking about getting another one in the future, which is gonna be a Mossberg 590, but it's gonna be the Shockwave. Okay, I want to get the cheapest Shockwave that I can get, 14 inches. Right, the furniture can be shit. I don't care, because everything is gonna be modified. Right, I'm gonna get new furniture, new grips, and I want to get another chisel for that foldable stock for the 590. Okay, I want to make it the short as possible, and pay a tax stamp. Okay, so I hear that when I went to the gun shop that the tax stamps are getting approved in like a month or less, and instead of buying a short one already, which is gonna be more expensive, right, and paying the extra $200, I'm just gonna buy a Shockwave with shitty furniture, add a classic boss stock from Chiso, pay the $200 tax stamp and new furniture, and it's gonna be a badass. Okay, yes, imagine that Mossberg, not 590, 14 inches, man, with this setup right here, but with classic boss stock. That's what I want. Okay? So once I get my my test on that gun, it's gonna be pretty much my home defense with my Scorpion. Right, this Scorpion is already ready to go. It have a Meridian 4 lux. This one doesn't have the laser, but it has the 18 lumens light. Man, this thing is bright as hell. Okay, bright as hell. Have a magnetic cable here. It's rechargeable. You can momentary or solid light. I have a cookie cutter in the front from Strike Industries. This thing reduced the recoil like crazy. Of course, I haven't changed the Roman 5. I have no reason for it. It's an excellent scope or red dot sight. As right now, it's working, and I could witness it from under the riser. Right there. Okay. The only thing in the future probably change. I'm gonna change is this Golasev SB Tactical, but I mean, there's no reason for me to change it. It's fine. It's fine how it is. Okay. I have an Apex grip, pretty good, with a hard sleeve on it. Upgrade the trigger, upgrade the springs, upgrade the mag release, upgrade the bolt with the Nexus. This is the best, the only and the best bolt out there. I recommend you if you have a Scorpion to change the bolt. Okay, there's some issues with it, and this thing is explode like a grenade on the side, and you know you can get hurt. But with this bolt right here, that is not gonna happen. Okay, I have a Midwest handguard free float on it that I changed the plastic one, and this thing is sick, man. This thing is sick. If you haven't shot on a Scorpion, this is like one of the best guns, and it's fun to shoot. Okay, Scorpion from CC. And of course, my everyday is gonna be the 19 and the 45 MOS. So I got a new 45 MOS, and that's one of the my everydays now since it's more slim. All right, guys. So that's it, man. I hope you like my review of my portion of my shotguns for my gun collection. Right, next one is gonna be the pistols, and probably after that's gonna be the rifles. Okay, as right now, I don't want to do the whole thing together because I like to talk about each gun, and it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. Okay. But that's all I have for now. You know, stay safe out there. There's a crazy word, man. It's a crazy word. It's a lot of stuff happening. People are getting stupid and crazy. You know, taking lives for nothing, for no reason. All right. Hopefully, you know, you never have to use a firearm, but I recommend you to carry, even to check your mail. Okay, because if you only know when things are gonna happen, you will be ready for it. Okay, so be ready all the time and hope nothing happens. Stay safe. See you guys in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, give me some motivation to continue. See you guys in the next video.